You better be ready for some more improv because we got another great troupe coming on right now. This troupe is RIT Improv's ladies only troupe. It's the only one of its kind so far right here, right now, and they're going to do some great improv for you right now, so give it up for Cherry Bomb.
Hi everybody, I'm Abby.
I'm Trish.
I'm Mackenzie.
I'm Chelsea.
And we're Cherry Bomb. We're going to be doing a rond for you, but before we do, I'm going to need a suggestion. So if you guys could just say a word. I heard guinea pig. Guinea pig.
Smelly. Class pet. This one kid was allergic and ruined it for everyone.
We had a raffle for the leftover fish.
This one teacher used to have ducks, and I was really sad I wasn't in her class because I didn't get a duck.
My class had crayfish because I'm from central Pennsylvania.
One of my classes had a pet turtle, and then I didn't do chorus on like every single girl in my elementary school, and I would just chill with the turtle while everyone else was doing chorus.
One time, I saw the scariest looking turtle, and it had the biggest mouth. It was an alligator snapping turtle.
Missing toe.
One time I saw a grocery bag rolling across the road, and it was before I had my glasses and I couldn't see, and so I turned to my dad and I said, "Wow, look at how fast that turtle's moving." And now anytime he sees a grocery bag while we're driving, he's like, "Kenz, look at that turtle." And I'm like, "Please stop."
The one Katy Perry song that starts with, "Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?"
The one Glee Project episode. One Glee Project episode.
Let's see. How about my first ever binge watch was Glee on DVD.
Middle school.
Regrets.
Getting a pet that you're not ready to be responsible for.
Oh, I had a hamster.
Guinea pig.
So, the reason why I called you to meet with you today is because I'm really concerned the way your son's been behaving in class.
I mean, can you give me an example?
It's really weird. He, answers every single question, but, doesn't actually answer it. It's like a very roundabout way. I think he's a very smart boy. He's very kind. It's just, I think he's on, a different plane or level. He's not with us. And I was just concerned if there was something going on at home.
Mrs. Whitcomb, we are, my family lives in the fourth dimension.
Oh.
Literally, there are times we are on a different plane.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought we were all on the third dimension, but that was too much for me to assume. I'm very sorry about that.
It's okay. It happens all the time. But, yeah, I mean, he's just, he's got a lot to deal with. There's a whole extra dimension of, things he's got to take care of.
This is revealing a lot. I'm starting to understand why, sometimes he starts speaking a strange tongue that kind of hurts everyone's ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
That's just, how people talk in the fourth dimension.
Mom.
Can you, I'm in the second dimension. Can you come back?
No.
Get back.
Stay out of my room dimension.
Come back here.
I'm mad at you because of
Well-
how you talk to the principal behind my back.
She called me in. Also, everything is behind your back. You're always in a different dimension.
Still, I'm your son regardless. And I feel like that's why.
Hey, you can't say that to me. Don't make me come in there.
Try me. I have a sign on the door that says, beware of the dog.
You brought the dog into the fourth dimension. His feeble brain can't handle that. Open the door.
I got lonely.
Well, why don't you come back into the normal dimensions?
I'm in my rebellious phase, Mom, and you know that.
Can you just go to third dimensional school like you're supposed to?
But didn't you say it was good to be different?
Well, yeah, but, like, you can be different while you're home and be third dimensional while you're at school. You're freaking the other kids out.
Okay, well, can I tell you something? I think I lost Fluffy in the fifth dimension.
What?
You let your dog go into my fifth dimensional yard and you want me to just give it back?
Oh, Mrs. Jenkins, I thought you died. This is what happens when we start to play with time and space and internet's not exciting to me anymore. Mrs. Jenkins, can I please have Fluffy back?
What's in it for me?
Well,
You've always been a troublemaker, coming into my yard, leaving balls everywhere, messing up the time stream.
that's before I knew how to throw a ball properly so it wouldn't go outside my dimension. Listen, I'm just as upset about the loss of the balls as you are. I have to go to Dick's Sporting Goods like every week.
You broke my fifth dimensional lawn gnome. How am I supposed to get that back? They don't make those anymore. How am I supposed to get another fifth dimensional lawn gnome?
Well, I feel like at this point, if you want to go back to the 60s, we probably could do that. I mean, space and time doesn't really exist anymore, so, you know, if you'd like to go back and buy a lawn gnome from Bloomingdale's, then we can.
A fifth dimensional lawn gnome from fifth dimensional Bloomingdale's. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, Miss Jenkins. I was raised in 2040. I don't know anything about your lingo.
Well, that doesn't give you the excuse to be so rude.
Honey, I'm home. I can't believe this. That kid Marcus I've been telling you about, they're acting up again. It's ridiculous. I don't know why we're even neighbors with someone from the fourth dimension. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
I know, it really doesn't. Adding more dimensions than there should be.
I know.
Crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yes, us both being from the third dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you being from the fifth dimension originally,
Oh, yes.
me from the third, it's real Romeo and Juliet situation.
I have a confession to make. I stole Marcus's dog.
You what?
I stole Fluffy. She's tied up out back.
I'm touched by you wanting to, like, help me in
This
some way.
isn't
but-
about you.
What do you mean? Did you do this for
the lawn gnome.
I told you that thing was, like, rotting away from the rain. It was gonna be destroyed anyways. How do you even know he did it?
I saw it with my eyes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
He's 8 years old. Why would you kidnap his dog?
It's an 8-year-old response.
Hi. I'm looking for my dog. The tracker says he's somewhere around here.
Mrs. Marcus's mom, can you please not?
I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if you would let me in otherwise.
You're right, I wouldn't have.
Listen,
That's my dog now. Finders keepers.
No!
All right, if you want your dog back.
Is that
want your dog back? You bring me that lawn gnome. Just want that lawn.
Okay. Like, where'd you get it?
1960s, Bloomingdale in the 5th dimension.
Okay.
I've said it like a billion times.
Marcus, come on, we're going to the
Didn't
5th
say
dimension.
goodbye. That's fine. How nice, how sweet, how not rude.
Mom, I think we made it. I saw some greasers over there in the parking lot.
Yes. Okay.
And it's a good sign.
Where? Do you see a Bloomingdale's?
I don't know how to read,
Okay.
but it's possible that I could identify it by visual cues. Is there a B?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's a B. I think there's a B.
Good
on that
job.
sign.
All right, I'll take it from here. This is the Bloomingdale's.
Oh, thanks, Mom. How do we get into the revolving door? It's locked.
Dude.
So you found the lawn gnome.
Is it exactly what you had? I mean, I think I remember it, and it seems to be exactly the same thing. I don't know why you look so displeased.
Let me have a moment, please.
Please give me my dog back. I can see him.
Don't look at the dog right now. Please, I'm having a moment with this lawn gnome.
Mrs. Jenkins, I'm starting to wonder about how this lawn gnome actually disappeared, because now that I think about it, I don't think that I ever heard a crash or any breaking sounds.
I saw it with my 2 eyes. The ball came over the fence and it bounced and it hit my poor lawn gnome on its little hat.
However, I'm a little suspicious of your relationship with this lawn gnome. How does Mr. Jenkins feel? That's what I want to know.
He's back.
I'm gonna have to tell you something, okay? I'm not proud of what I did, but sometimes balls just get thrown in directions of gnomes that you're too obsessed with.
How dare you? Our marriage is breaking apart because of a gnome.
Who's more important?
Maybe he cares about me more than you do. You're always at your school being the principal of your
It's my
school.
job.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
You work too. You do freelance graphic design.
I'm here alone doing freelance graphic design all day.
I know. We've talked about this. I've been trying to get more vacation off, but I just can't as a principal.
This gnome is the only thing that gave me joy while you were at school. And you killed him. That gnome's blood, that 5th dimensional gnome's 5th dimensional blood is on your 3-dimensional hand.
I know. Do you think I feel guilt?
I would hope so. If you had any stake in this relationship.
Well, I guess I feel a little guilt.
All right.
It's just, I'm sorry, I just get jealous sometimes.
He is a very handsome gnome.
He's just too handsome.
What are the legal amplifications if you kill a gnome in the 5th dimension?
Why are you asking?
I'm just curious. I don't want my principal to go to jail.
Well, I mean, I'm not even sure a 3rd-dimensional being could hurt something in the 5th dimension. I'm not really sure how that works.
I really like how he doesn't make me participate in class.
Well, we want you to participate so you could learn to read, but we can't contact you in the fourth dimension.
I just don't understand why reading's so important if you have a son who can already travel through space and time. Like, I'm at a higher plane than Einstein here.
Einstein could read Bloomingdale's. Probably. I'm not sure if he had those. Probably.
Well,
We should go back and find out. Maybe another time, though.
yeah, I'm still a little scarred by the perpetual singing in the streets from the 60s.
Oh, yeah, that was really weird.
I don't think I want to live anywhere other than in 2040, Mom. With you.
That's good.
Not in my room still. I'm glad we can talk with the door closed and that you respect my privacy.
Oh, yeah, the fourth dimension is sound, so, like...
Can you also teach me how to speak without spontaneously going into
I mean, yeah, but you'd have to go to a fourth dimensional school, and you can't even go to third dimensional school, so, like...
I don't want to leave my friends behind. My principal, but by that I mean my principal.
Okay, class, I'm really glad to meet you all as a new
Hi, Mr. Jenkins. I got everything from the first day of school supply list here. Except it's in the fifth dimension, so.
It's okay. We're, after transferring to a fourth dimensional school to be closer to my spouse, hopefully this will be like a little bit of closer translation from the third dimensional school where I also taught you.
Right.
Just one dimension off.
I am just psyched if we can do finger painting.
That's perfect because that's all the fourth dimension is.
Yeah, I have really good arm movement. I think it might be my passion. Second to time-space travel.
I'm glad that you have your passions in order at such a young age.
Well, my mama taught me right.
Have you been to all the dimensions?
I've been to, most of the decades in U.S. history, alongside of a few time and space portals within the next 40 years, as well as every number dimension to an infinite level. But I'm only 8, so I've got a lot to work on. Got a lot of time left. And space.
Have you been to the first dimension yet?
Isn't that just nothingness, but a speck?
I think it's the most humbling experience an 8-year-old can have.
Do you think that I'm ready for that, Mr. Jenkins?
I think so. Mandated by the school, I have a permission slip to bring that home to your mom to sign it, and we're gonna go next week, if you're cool with that.
A field trip?
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to loosen up a little bit. It's just, I'm going through a few changes, Trying my best.
Are we gonna be taking one of those regular yellow buses, or is it gonna be a fancy bus with a bathroom and Wi-Fi?
It's just gonna be a bus.
Okay, well, I usually transport via time-space travel, but
You want to go to the first dimension?
I want to go to the first dimension, Mom. Come on.
You're going to be so bored. You just are. There's nothing else.
Yeah, but I get to ride a bus there.
Okay, I guess I'll sign it.
Well, I already forged your signature. But I can't read or write, so I'm not even sure that it's letters. Does this look okay?
No. You did it in crayon.
Yeah, well, I was trying to, get artistic, and I know where my passions lie, so.
Most 8-year-olds can read.
I thought you said that it was good to be different.
Yeah, not like that, though. I'm sorry. I really wish you would just go to school. Also, any progress made on getting our dog back. That'd be really cool.
No.
Why not?
I love that dog now.
Miss Jenkins, I understand that. Shh.
No! Marcus, I got him! Run! No! Don't! You!
Guess it's just you and me, Nomi.
Hey, sweetheart. How's your day been?
Bad! They took the dog.
Really? Well, you still have your gnome.
I know, I still have my gnome.
You still have me.
Sure.
A ball comes spiraling in from the sky and shatters the gnome and everything that she loves.